My name is Dudit, set up builds and stuff. Today's video is all about trace rifles. Trace rifles are getting a buff in Heresy Act 2 on Tuesday. This trace rifle is an absolute monster right now. We're going to be able to cause ignitions, absolutely massive scorch tick numbers. And right now you can literally create hell on earth with this, the Prometheus lens. It applies scorch to target, which gives you some absolutely massive scorch numbers with this build. And we're going to be able to cause infinite ignitions as well, and this is right now. It's only going to get better, so stay with me, I'll break it down. So the Prometheus lens, it's got the perk on there, Prismatic Inferno. Obviously this is a solar trace rifle, 1000 rounds per minute. It fires a solar trace beam that creates a field of heat energy that grows as the weapon is fired. Sustained damage applies a scorch to the target. It's also got a perk on there, Flame Refraction. Kills with this weapon return a fraction of ammo used to the magazine from reserves, extending the beam's duration. It's basically like Subsistence. It works a little bit like Subsistence, but as you keep firing, you're going to get more and more Flame Refraction, more beam, so we'll go into that. And it's also got the Prometheus Catalyst on there. Defeating nearby targets, spread scorch to those nearby. More powerful combatants and opposing guardians cause a scorch in larger radius. That's incandescent, so it's basically got incandescent as Subsistence built in. So a quick minute just to show you exactly what it does, in case you didn't know. I'm sure you do, but I have to sort of go over it. You're going to be able to cause incandescent scorch, just like so. So it's going to scorch, and if you get a kill, it will spread the incandescent. And the longer you keep firing, the bigger that flame grows. On top of that, you've got Subsistence. So if you keep firing, the flame gets really big, you get a kill, it's going to refill the magazine, so you can keep extending that flame, and it just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. And then again, it's going to apply scorch, loads of it, and big ignition damage. Now scorch and ignitions is just 3 damage. Now if we're going to build into scorch a little bit, obviously the Dawn Chorus springs to mind, because this improves your scorch damage and it improves your Daybreak Super, but more importantly it gives you an extra 200% damage on your scorch tick numbers, which is absolutely crazy. But even better than that, we've got some seasonal artifact perks. I'm not going to go over every single one because they're not all to do with trace rifles, but we're going to have overload trace rifles, so we're going to make trace rifles overload, beam medic, rapid trace, final blows, heal you and nearby allies, and then more powerful combatants is going to increase the amount. So beam medic is good anyway. We're going to be able to get healing on tap while we're getting killed with our trace rifles. This should work with Prometheus lens very good, because as you know, we're going to spread incandescent, scorch, ignitions, and that should also heal. Now, as well as the flame refraction that we've got on the actual Prometheus lens, we've also got harsh refraction. So I don't know if that's like a little synergy or a little wordplay, but trace rifles do more damage to targets afflicted by elemental debuffs matching their element type. So because we're on solar with this particular build, harsh refraction is going to work very, very nice. I don't know exactly how much damage we're going to get, but as harsh refraction states, trace rifles do more damage to targets afflicted by elemental debuffs. Obviously solar, the debuffs on solar are scorch and ignitions. Now, the trace rifle itself already applies scorch, so we're going to get an instant damage buff purely just from firing the weapon anyway, because harsh refraction states dealing elemental debuffs increases the trace rifle damage, i.e. scorch ignitions. And we've also got Dawn Chorus to improve them scorch effects by 200%, but obviously we're on solar. Now on the Warlock, our arsenal, if you want, our solar scorching effects are absolutely to the maximum with Helion. Activate your class ability to summon a solar mortar that scorches, acts like a little mortar, and then you've got solar grenade, or any grenade that applies scorch, pretty much apart from the healing grenade. And then you've also got your celestial fire again, which applies scorch. So between your celestial fire, your grenade, and your Helion, you're instantly going to cause more scorch. Now if you pair that up with the Prometheus lens and the damage buff coming in Act 2 on Tuesday, the new seasonal artifact perk, harsh refraction, that should also obviously improve your damage on the trace rifle, but it also should improve all your scorch and ignitions damage as well. And if you add in Ember of Ashes, you apply more scorch stacks to targets, and the Dawn Chorus and everything else you've seen going on. On Tuesday, this could be literally an ignition machine. We're going to have to see how it goes, but I'm fully confident this will be a very, very good trace rifle. Amongst others, I really wanted to focus on the Prometheus lens, because it is one of my favourite weapons and it very rarely gets used. And if you add in Ember of Torches with Radiant, you're going to apply Scorch and get an extra 20% damage. Ember of Char, your solar ignition spreads Scorch to afflicted targets. Ember of Singeing is an absolutely top notch for this one because your class ability recharges when you Scorch targets. Obviously we're Scorching with Hellion and the Trace Rifle, your grenade and your melee. So you've literally got a class ability back all the time to keep your Hellion going infinitely. So basically, pop your class ability, get your Hellion down, throw your melee, get your Radiant going, you've got your Harsh Refraction, you've got all the new buffs coming in to the seasonal artifact perks, which we've touched about. We've not even really focused on the Beam Medic, as well as all the damage. You're going to get healing as well now, so we're going to have to see how much healing that is. But this could automatically rule out having to run healing grenades on a Warlock for endgame activities, so we're going to have to see. But either way, even if you run a healing grenade, we're going to do loads of damage anyway with the other Scorch effects that were mentioned. You still got your melee and your Hellion, but let me know what you think. Literally ignitions everywhere, and you will notice I'm using it in the hardest difficulty lost sector. It was the 2050 version and it absolutely shredded already, so I can't wait till Tuesday. Thanks a lot, have a great day.